Alright, hello guys, White and Nerdy42 back with you. Gonna try another cast here. Gonna open this up. It's another Master Challenger game found on LOL King. Replays, North America again, so we're gonna see how this goes. This time, last time I opted for the video game Overwatch vs. Gigantic because I was coming from PAX. This time, I'm gonna go with some music, classic rock, blue team, Team Boston, red team, Team Styx. So, on the blue side, Team Boston, we have Emperor Steel Eye in the top lane on the Cho'Gath, Zen Scorpion on Rek'Sai in the jungle, bot lane, Vesper on bot lane looks like it's going to be a Graves Annie with Morgana starting the Doran's Ring there. Looks like it's probably going to be the Graves Annie with Live, Love, Live, and then and Vesper in the bot lane, and then in the mid lane we have Zen Shady playing Morgana. Then over to the red side, this Team Styx, I Mysterious in the top lane on Lissandra. The bottom lane is going to be Zaganox on Jinx, Biofrost on Janna. In the middle lane, Hyatt's Viper taking the Zed, and Tilt King on the Rengar in the jungle. So, we'll see how this game plays out. Morgana mid. Interesting choice, especially against Zed. You really have to time your binding right, and you have to time your ult right, because if you can get a good ult, then that's going to be a lot of damage. It's going to be very hard for Zed to trade back. So we're going to go ahead and play this, and just click play, start this up. Both teams just waiting for the base walls to fall. It is the support Annie and the Morgana mid, which will be a little bit interesting here. Let's see if this works. So, about usual starts, pretty much expected. Cho'Gath starting the Doran's Ring. Lissandra is actually starting the Flask. Cho'Gath probably figures that Emperor Steel Eye figures that he has enough sustain with the Cho'Gath pick. Whereas Mysterious on Lissandra could use that Flask for a little bit of extra healing if the Cho'Gath does too much damage. Red team, actually, Team Styx here, really kind of trying to set up maybe a death drop here. You see they're getting ready, but not falling for it. Our Team Boston, Vesper is just going to sit here and charge up a stun a little bit in the bush. They do have vision, Team Styx does, but Vesper is not going to make any moves forward. Team Styx is ready, though. They're waiting in the side bush by the river. Team Boston, meanwhile, nothing too serious. Emperor Steel Eye just sitting there, ready. Really just playing very safe here, Team Boston, all across the lanes, staying at their tower or behind. Vesper's the only one kind of standing there in the middle. And he's not doing anything too exciting. Just kind of standing there. He wants to charge up his stun if he can, so that way he can get an early stun if he has to. And you see, yeah, Mysterious spent some time bot. Didn't really do anything. In fact, he has to back. He's actually going to wait for an extra potion, able to pick up a mana potion on that first back. Minions starting to come to the lanes. About normal jungle starts. We see Tilt King starting his Gromp, leashed by bot lane, and Zen Scorpion as well starting his bot lane, only he's starting at the Krugs. Trying to go more or less traditional jungle route, but the smite comes out right away. Scorpion doing easy clear there. That's for getting that extra little auto lane to a small one. Same thing for Tilt King. Pretty easy. Life, Love, Live, meanwhile, on the Graves, we would expect to start winning the early game, but if Zaganox can hit those good zaps and those good flame chompers, then it might be a little different. You see Life, Love, Live missing CS out of that first wave. Although, so is Zaganox, so it's really just going to be a harass lane here. Zaganox with the Janna to support him means that his W's and his auto attacks are really going to hurt when he has that shield on. Plus he has that stacking attack speed, which really benefits from the flat AP bonus. Emperor Steel Eye, meanwhile, actually starting with Wolves, backing, grabbing a few extra potions. He hits the early level 2, and now he teleports right back to lane, so that's going to put him at a slight level advantage here in the top lane. However, and in fact, actually, he did not have much of a CS discrepancy, it's actually pretty even so far, and Mysterious is going to have now a tough time a level down against a Cho'Gath who really has quite a bit of sustain. In the mid lane, things are about even, and in the bot lane, it's mostly even. Graves actually on Life, Love, Live does have a slight CS advantage, but that might just be the result of the wave being pushed for Team Boston. Zaganox and Biofrost just doing their best to farm safely here. Biofrost has the shield and has the Howling Gale now that she's level 2 to be able to do some good damage against the other side. Zaganox firing the rocket there. He's going to start just cleaning up that wave. Nice. And now here in the mid lane, Zen Shady just having the lane of his life, no problems. Auto attacks, W's, that's going to clean it up. perfectly fine. He's actually 5 CS up on Viper. And, you know, this far, and he's actually going to come out of the lane. Yep, 5 CS after that wave, and that's kind of decent at 3 minutes in already, and that is probably, you know, some of the CS discrepancies here, as well as that early Wolves pickup by Emperor Steel Eye is going to be a lot for the slight gold advantage of Team Boston. Of course, no big backs yet, which means that they haven't really turned into anything. Vesper, putting a point into that E to charge up. He's going to get the stun on Jinx. The thing is, auto attack, a W, and another auto attack onto Zaganox. But Life, Love, Live, and Vesper just putting the harass they can, but you see that Zaganox and Biofrost are actually able to trade that back pretty well with the rockets and the shield. Life, Love, Live down to half health, as is Zaganox, and so is Vesper, so really, it's these guys are having pretty even lane so far. Up here in the top lane, Mysterious just putting down a couple of wards. Steel Eye and Mysterious having an even lane, so none of that early dominance from Emperor Steel Eye after taking the Wolves. He's just slightly ahead in XP here, not even by that much. And meanwhile, Shady, just trying to harass Hyatt's Viper as he can, has not taken a point in the Black Shield. There's really no need for it. The only thing that's going to stop is Zed's passive, which you really hope he doesn't get to proc on you, because it's only applied with auto attacks, and it's going to stop the CC from the E, from the Shadow Slash, and that, again, you can dodge out of the way, and if he swaps, then you can get ready to hit him with that snare. So Shady not going with the Black Shield, opting instead for more points in that Tormented Soil and the Dark Binding. And still up about a wave's worth of CS, keeping it, but Viper has been maintaining it there, doing a very good job as well at trading it back. All in all, nothing serious so far from this early game. Again, Vesper putting some damage down, but now Biofrost and Zaganox. Zaganox with the Flame Chompers. Looks like Vesper might go down here. He will just pop a potion, and he's going to be okay. You see Ignite taken by Vesper, while Exhaust is taken by Biofrost, which means that if they get low during laning, then it will be on the advantage of Team Boston with the Ignite. But in the team fights, the ability to exhaust the Morgana or the Graves is going to be really, really helpful. Oh, but Emperor Steel Eye now in the top lane flashes onto I'm Mysterious with the Feast. That's going to be pretty big. Good damage there. But he's kind of low on mana, and Tilt King is going to be able to trade it back here. Probably. Yes, he is, with a couple auto attacks. Meanwhile, in the bot lane, still nothing. But Zen Scorpion is going to come down. They're going to try to take this, the first tower of the game. And it's 500 gold up so far for Team Boston. With this tower, that'll skyrocket, and then they should be able to get the dragon after that. So Emperor Steel Eye flashing in for the first blood. His teleport is not quite up yet as well, which means he won't quite be able to TP back to lane. I don't think, unless it comes out right now, and it's not. So he's going to have to buy items and start that walk up. Comes up just in time. Very good timing by him. So, nice play by Steel Eye, flashing onto the I'm Mysterious with no defense. And now look at this. A Catalyst picked up for Steel Eye, and a Fiendish Codex picked up. But Steel Eye is still going to have the edge in these duels. With that base damage on his W, Mysterious has nothing to counteract that except hoping that he can sustain back up using the Flask. Steel Eye, though, going in, nice damage. Bot lane, as we expected, they took the dragon. They did not quite manage to finish off that turret, but it is sitting pretty low. So it's 500 gold up in Boston's favor, and as well as that, it's one dragon up, which means they already have that little bit of extra AD and AP, which is going to help them scale very well into the late game. So like putting down the W again, getting the silence on Mysterious, and ulting again, getting a second kill. But now Tilt King is ready. He's here. Steel Eye is in the red side jungle, but Tilt King now, he doesn't really have any more tools available. He's actually going to flash the Q, get the slow, and now he should be able to finish off Steel Eye once more. Let's see, maybe not. His E is up. He's going to get it. He gets the slow and the snare, and that is going to be his kill traded back. So far, 2 kills, solo kills from Emperor Steel Eye onto Mysterious, and both of them have been traded back by Tilt King. So it's fairly even, you know, in that top lane, except that this means and the only problem with that is that you'll notice no assists for Mysterious, which means that in that top lane, Steel Eye is just going to continue that dominance. Meanwhile, mid lane, unassisted kill by Shady. He had to pop ult, flash, and ignite because Zed jumped right on him. It looks like Zed jumped right on him. You know, the Viper jumped right on like he should, but Shady was able to use flash, ignite, ult, Q, you name it, picked up the kill. He is not actually backed yet, so we don't know what Shady's going to be opting for with some of the Morellos or the popular Roa as well. Both of those are very legitimate buys. In the bot lane, you'll see that the CS discrepancy is now big enough between Life, Love, Live and Zaganox that Life, Love, Live was able to come back with a BF sword instead of a pickaxe for Zaganox, and that's pretty big for Team Boston that they get this extra thing. Now they're just going to let the wave die out, but they actually won't be able to take the tower though. It looks like they want to keep it up for now because they know that they have the advantage in this bot lane with both 80 carry 6 right in the lane. Graves has that advantage over Jinx. Top lane, meanwhile, Mysterious is actually roaming mid because he knows that he really shouldn't go up and try to face Emperor Steel Eye again. It hasn't worked out too well for him the other few times. Now here we see Team Boston's bot lane getting that tower there. 1.5k gold up now. And they're dragging up. So that's really helpful. They open up the map for bot lane to go roam. Graves, excellent mid game. And he already has that BF sword, which is really going to help that damage on his ult. Zaganox, meanwhile, just trying to catch up, trying to keep up in farm because he knows that if he gets to sheer late game, he's going to be able to do something. However, you see, no blue buff for Reng, and you know, actually, the no blue buff, it would normally be very, very bad if either the mid laner or the jungler for Team Styx, if either Viper or Tilt King were playing a mana-dependent champion, but as it is, it's not a big deal. With the Zed and the Rengar, the only thing it means is that more XP and more gold are being taken. Scorpion, though, might be in a tight spot. Meanwhile, Vesper. Oh my goodness, that is some damage coming out of Vesper in Life, Love, Live, but Biofrost is going to get it away. Meanwhile, Viper jumps in. Will he get Life, Love, Live? He will not, and now Viper is going to go down. Scorpion flashes in for the knockup on Zaganox. He's going to get it, but he will not be able to do anything else from there. So that is a 1-for-1 Life, Love, Live, and you know, Team Boston able to take out Viper without going down to that death mark. However, the cleanup did come in again from Tilt King. He is 3-0 now. Now Mysterious jumps in. He's gonna get some damage onto Scorpion, but Scorpion's just gonna go right out. Mysterious getting, ooh, that damage from Shady is too much. He's gonna get a kill, but in the meantime, he didn't even notice that Tilt King was in the back line, picking up 2 kills. That's a huge Rengar with Warrior and Ionians. He is 5-0, and he's still up in CS. So Tilt King really doing the work of that a Rengar should, getting to the back line and just demolishing the backline targets, like beating up Vesper, beating up Life, Love, Live the best he can. Although he wasn't really able to do too much Life, Love, Live that fight. But now here comes Scorpion coming in on Zaganox. He's going to get he's not even going to get snared. It doesn't matter though, because he will just be able to finish off Zaganox. That was not really a smart play by Zaganox, staying there with low health. He knew that Scorpion was still up. Scorpion could have been around. Scorpion still has his ultimate available, so even if Zaganox had seen him back to base, he would still not have been wise to stay in lane, because that ult would let him get right back. Meanwhile, Team Styx, it looks like he's starting to set up the Baron, putting it a little bit down now we see the ult come out from Scorpion. He's going to start setting up blue. Shady might be going to get the blue. Incidentally, Shady opting for the Morellonomicon. He's headed for the Zania's next buy. There's an excellent choice with against the Zed getting the early Seekers to get the Zanias. However, here in the top lane, Mysterious did go low because that was some damage coming out from Emperor Steel Eye. But once more, Tilt King is here again. You see, the kill score is even now, 6-6. All those kills concentrated on the Rengar Tilt King. Dragon is up in 30 seconds, and this is their fed jungler. He is, in fact, it looks like he is a level up. He is a level up, which means his smite will be just simply do more damage. Unfortunately for him, Shady and Vesper just being able to burst down Viper before he can even get the ult off. Then in the top lane as well, Scorpion, again, just able to burst down Mysterious. There's these guys, Team Boston, only a 2,000 gold lead, and yet they are just able to really outduel. Team Styx is really overstaying their welcome. Because you saw Scorpion took out Mysterious after Mysterious had already been taken to about a quarter health by Steel Eye, and Mysterious still stayed knowing that Scorpion was around. In the mid lane, it wasn't so much Viper's fault, but here comes Shady again. Shady and Life, Love, Live should be able to get it down. The ult comes out, collateral damage from Life, Love, Live, and that will shut down Tilt King. He's just not tanky enough yet, and he's still building more damage. It's really bad news for him if he gets caught out by a Shady snare. Yes, Chompers come down, but those aren't going to get anyone. Life, Love, Live is staying well out of range. They're going to be able to take this tower and the top tower at the same time. It's now 3 towers to 0, up 3 kills, up a dragon. amounting to about a 5,000 gold lead overall. And that is really good for Team Boston with this early game comp, with the Graves, plus the late game of Morgana, the huge 3-second binding, and the Cho'Gath who can turn into a real tanky beast. He in fact has the Roa completed. No stacks on it. He has 1 stack on it actually so far, but that's just going to be stacking. So we're looking for about the 23-minute mark is when that's going to be completed. Well, Shady's still able to do damage, and that's the second dragon now picked up for Team Boston. That is a little bit of extra damage to towers, which is going to be very nice right now as they start rotating towards the inner towers. Steel Eye, meanwhile, in the top lane, still able to fight Mysterious. Just a QW takes out half of Mysterious's health. He doesn't even need to ult yet. He also does have Flash available if he does want to ult. Mysterious 0-3 so far. Really is having trouble against the Cho'Gath in the top lane. The only time he was able to trade a kill back, he didn't even get it. Tilt King picked it up, came and helped out a couple times. He was too late. Really, the thing of this game is just that Team Styx is overstaying their welcomes. You see Mysterious down to half health, but Vesper flash ults get the snare, and now Steel Eye with the feast. That's going to be another kill onto Mysterious. Now Steel Eye might be in trouble though with Tilt King and Biofrost on him. The snare gets on him. The damage, is it enough? Oh, nice flash by Steel Eye, but he's still going to go down to Tilt King, and so that makes that a wasted flash. He would have died either way. Tilt King able to get the jump, and then the slow immediately after. Plus, he's going to pick up that pink ward. Very nice job by Tilt King there. We see the Rek'Sai, incidentally, on Scorpion, going full tank, getting Juggernaut enchantment. He might be going for a Cutlass, he might be going for a Hydra with that offensive pickup, but he also has a Giant Belt and a Cinder Hulk. He's looking more to be the beast for his team. So this is 2 tanks coming out of Team Boston, and these are 2 pretty powerful tanks. Rek'Sai, who still has those high base damages, and the Blink to really try to be both offensive and defensive to assassinate the priority targets if she needs to, get the knock-up, or if she prefers to stay in the back and try to peel for life, love, and Zen Shady, 2 kind of longer range mages. Shady, incidentally, grabbed the Needlessly, which means that he is going to be able to pick up that Zanyas very soon, and then he's going to be almost unstoppable with the ult Zanyas from a full AP Morgana. This isn't the support Morgana that you're used to. This is a full AP Morgana, which means it's going to be doing a lot of damage. Look at that snare. A quarter of Viper's health gone already. Steel Eye walking up to him, just ulting him after that snare, and that is just going to demolish Hyatt's Viper. This is just a huge team right now. Steel Eye on Cho'Gath with the Roa. Remember, we're looking at the 23-minute mark. It already has 3 stacks on it, plus a Glacial Shroud, which is really nice against this almost all-AD team. The only AP on Team Styx is the Lissandra, and at 0-4, he's jumping in, ulting himself. That is actually a good amount of damage from Mysterious, but now he gets snared, and that, wow, he is just going down. Zagonox, meanwhile, can't do anything. He's auto-attacking the Rek'Sai and taking more damage than he's getting with the Gromp buff. Remember, the Gromp buff, recent change, now scales with bonus health. The Cinder Hulk and the Giant Spell are both going to help contribute to that. Now Shady getting another kill onto the Jinx, but Tilt King jumping in, but he's just going to get CC'd for days, man. For days. Yeah, with all that lockdown that Team Boston has, there's just, Viper might try to come in and clean up, but Vesper can charge this down up real fast. Scorpion has the knockup available, and then there's just not much that Team Styx can do about that, and it has translated into a 6,000 gold lead, into 3 kills, 3 towers, 2 dragons, and 5 kills. Scorpion, you see, he's not even scared of this blue buff. He's going to regen faster than he gets it. Plus Shady's going to hop in and help out with that spell damage. Wow, he hurts. Has not even completed his Zanyas yet, but between the Needlessly and the Morellonomicon, he's really doing a lot of damage with a lot of CDR, and that Q lands onto Viper. That is another quarter of his HP gone, and plus a couple autos. Now Viper jumps in. Shady ults though, and Viper ults canceling the frag. No, he's still going to get snared. Yeah, he got stunned from the ult. Then he got snared by the binding, and that meant that there was really nothing Viper could do. Shady backing at still 3/4 health. Just really strong right now. 6-1 on the AP Morgana. Picking up the Zanyas, picking up Sword Shoes means that those bindings are just going to keep hurting, and every tick of the W is going to deal damage. Meanwhile, Tilt King did not see the pink ward in this bottom side river brush. You haven't seen the pink ward in this top side river brush, and that just means a ton of vision. Look at that. They can just walk all over every single member of Team Styx because Team Boston just has so much vision around. They have vision on both sides of the river, vision up here. And that vision, even a little bit of vision in the enemy team's jungle, and that's really doing a lot. They're making lots of isolated picks with that Cho'Gath true damage, and that just means that they're going to keep on walking all over them. Emperor Steel Eye, you see, trying to land those Qs. If he does, that's almost certainly a dead person, a dead champion. Shady can follow that up with the snare and the ult if need be. Still at full health, plus has that spell vamp even if he drops a little bit low, with the Morellos, Zanyas, and Sorkshoes. Vesper, meanwhile, charges that stun up. He has really been a huge part of the lockdown. Has the Moby Boots, has a Crystalline Bracer and a Catalyst. He's getting ready to make even more picks by using that Righteous Glory once he picks it up. Righteous Glory, with the recent buff to health, means it's just going to make Annie give Tibbers that extra health. Be an excellent choice there. Team Boston looking like they're trying to regroup. Set up Dragon. It is in 30 seconds, so they're taking out the Scuttle. Getting ready. Scorpion's going to hop right through, go back to farming up his jungle there. And meanwhile, Shady. Who needs assists? Who needs to lose health? Shady just bopping down Zaganox, using the ult, getting him. And now he's going to land the snare on Mysterious, and you don't even need to use ult there. Mysterious down to a sliver of health, less than 50 health at his lowest there. All that was a QW from Shady. He is 7-1 with the highest farm in the game. That is a massive, massive knockdown. Also, an interesting thing to note is, an interesting purchase to note. Oh, and now Scorpion picks off Mysterious again. Poor choices of backing by Team Styx. They're just backing at the wrong places, and it's just spelling death for them over and over. They're backing, or they're choosing to stay. And that, with the Rek'Sai around, with that extra vision, that extra range of vision, plus the Prey Seeker, plus his hard engage, is just too much. Meanwhile, Emperor Steel Eye trying to 2v1 here, he's just going to flash right out. That Death Mark did almost nothing to him. Death Mark came out. Tilting King is trying to put some damage on him, and he's still over half health. Roa plus Frozen Heart against these two AD members means that not much is going to happen. Mysterious, meanwhile, 0-6, and he really needed to be big this game because Team Styx really needed some AP or some magic damage to compensate for the all AD Zed, Jinx, Rengar. Sure, Rengar's fed, but when the Cho'Gath has a Frozen Heart and he can just keep stacking armor, when the Rek'Sai already has a Giant's Belt, Ninja Tabi, and another Cloth Armor to get ready for the Randuin's or the Sunfire. Oh, nice steal still by Zaganox, getting his red buff back. Man, the Shady is just going to be so huge in these fights. Team Styx manages to get a ward down, but what does it mean? The snare hits on Biofrost. That is half of his health. The W goes down too. He does drop down below half even with the shield. Plus he uses the shield. None for Zaganox. Another snare comes out. It's not going to hit anything. Mysterious is just trying to wave clear here, but they just cannot hurt Emperor Steel Eye. He is huge with that Roa. He has all 6 stacks on Feast. 3 stacks of Dragon buff on Team Boston, which means that they have that movement speed. And that snare hits on Mysterious. That's huge. The splash ult from Vesper. Steel Eye goes in. That's 2 kills right away. Even Tilt King jumped right in and just got blown up. Just got absolutely demolished. Biofrost having to flash that kill, he would be dead too. And just 22 minutes in, it is already almost a 9,000 gold lead. That is absolutely huge for Team Boston here. And yeah, sure, Jinx and Zed and Rengar will, even Lysandra will start outscaling. But what are you going to do about that 3-second snare from Morgana that is already max level? The Q, just missing there. But Shady is still 3 levels up on anyone from Team Styx except Tilt King. And Tilt King still only level 12. You see, Shady is level 14. Steel Eye level 13. They're up in levels, they're up in items, they're up in gold across the board. There's really not much to do. Emperor Steel Eye being able to do very well here, getting tons of health. And you know, Team Boston is sitting on, like they're winning this with 1,500 and 1,200 and 900 gold in their pocket. And they're still, Scorpion just popping down Hyatt's Viper. Hyatt's Viper ulted Scorpion. He still has almost all his health back. There's just not much this team can do right now. Team Styx can do against Team Boston. I'm not sure how this is going to go. And Inhib has already done 3 dragons again. There's tons of kills. And now here comes Scorpion trying to re-engage. They are just ready for fights over and over and over again. Scorpion, however, does get snared. But Life, Love, Live and Vesper both ready if they have to. Graves picking up, interestingly, Brutalizer and the Zeal. Life, Love, Live might be opting for a Yaomoose and a Phantom Dancer or a ship. I'm not sure which one he's going to go for. However, it does look like Team Boston is going to go for the Baron buff here. So they're just going to... It really looks like there's not much Team Sticks can do to contest this. The only thing is Rengar might be able to jump in, tilt King King, but he is on the other side of the map, and Baron is just dropping Life, Love, Live with the attack speed steroid. Steel Eye. Yeah, they are going to be able to get it. Steel Eye ulting the Baron. Meanwhile, Mysterious jumping in. He's going to ult himself to dodge it, but in the meantime, that interesting. That was kind of funny, actually. I don't know if you saw Life, Love, Live's ult. That meant passed right through Mysterious, but it also meant it hit Zaganox with the cone and killed him. Plus, Mysterious couldn't really do anything. And you know, look at these health bars. Life, Love, Live, and Shady both still able to sustain back up. Scorpion really not taking much damage, and Vesper still sitting at 3/4 health. Ember Steel Eye also able to sustain back up. So all that damage coming out of Mysterious, he just jumped in. But he has died 8 times so far. There's just not much he can do. All he has is a Morello's and a Seeker's Arm Guard. Let's compare him to Shady. Shady has a Morello's and a Zanya's and parts for Rabadons. This is big, and now they're just going to push on towards the base. It looks like that just 25 minutes in, another snare hits. Just, wow. That was instant death on Mysterious, and just 25 minutes in, Team Boston will take this one handily. Final score, 24-9. Just an excellent game overall, coming out of really, it was the solo lanes here for Team Boston. Emperor, Steel Eye, and Shady coming up huge. That Morgana, really, those snares started to really hurt once he started hitting them. Meanwhile, in the top lane, First Blood being up by Steel Eye, again getting 2 kills on Mysterious. Even though Rengar on Tilt King King was able to jump on him, Rengar wound up with the only kills on the game for Team Styx. No assists coming out in that top lane for Mysterious, which meant that Steel Eye was able to really take kind of a commanding lead. So that's all for this cast. Master Challenger. The date is March 14th. It is Pi Day. Happy Pi Day, everyone. And I hope you have a good weekend. Thank you. Bye.